Hello guys, and welcome to episode 3 of my Baranavichy campaign in Steel Division 2. Today we're continuing after surrounding a lot of units and putting pressure onto the 507th Heavy Panzer Battalion and also Group Hartneck. And this is where all of the Tigers are. We've surrounded them, they're going to have to retreat to friendly lines in order to do anything. And that should open up our reinforcement point just here, which we can then use to flood towards Baranavichy, and that's going to be our plan. We do already have the 15th Guards Tank Brigade on the way. Once they arrive, Baranavichy should be ours. We've got 155 reinforcement points to use. We are simply waiting for this point though, and then we can continue. Meanwhile, we're making a maneuver down the bottom side, got all of my tanks making the long road round. And then we'll try and connect with the 19th Mechanized Brigade in order to surround these Panthers and the Panzer IVs and all that good stuff. Now we have this attack to make onto the routed regiment there. Also just checking to see if there's anything else that needs to be moved. We're leaving those where they are so they cannot retreat to this line. They might be able to retreat obviously to this line, but these guys are kind of taking up all of the room there. We've managed to cut off that point. I think most of the movement is done. Unless we want to move on this unit, which I guess we possibly could do. And then maybe I dig in these, although I think I want to keep them with 3 points just in case they get attacked and then they can reinforce. There might be a reason to leave these with 2 action points as well. Just in case, but we may as well just move up at this point. Already moved them. Okay, so that is that. Everything is done. We'll just tack this unit here and make sure they're taken care of. Actually, if I'm going to do that, we'll move these first. They don't need to be there because we only need 1 in order to make that attack. And we'll just click auto resolve, job done. Lovely. That's opened up that reinforcement point. But we're not going to reinforce there, we're going to reinforce at the next one if they move away. Let's see what they do. Have they moved away? I think they have. Perfect. Alright, we are under attack. One of our entrenched positions. Oh, interesting. The 41st Cavalry Regiment coming in hot. They have Reitjäger. They've got Reitjäger with the MP44s. They're going to hurt. Reiterführer. And the Jaeger MG42s. They've also got a Marder 3. That will be 2 Marder 3s, I think, because of the hard difficulty. Got some Panzerschrecks. What else could be reinforcing? 509th could reinforce. I think I'm tempted to bring in the Mechanized Brigade here to back this up, because we're going to have defences. So I could bring in this one to reinforce, and then potentially just the fighters, I'm thinking. Because we don't need any anti-armour, do we? Just double checking these other regiments nearby to see if there's any armour that we'd have to be worried about. A couple Stugs there, but otherwise no. So the fighters are fine. Jump into the tactical battle. It doesn't look like they're going to be bringing in another ground force anyway. They're going to be using 2 air units, which is just more reason to bring in the fighters. So let's go ahead and jump on in. If this is a relatively small map, it might be quite nice. But every time I say that, I get a big map, so let's just see. First of all, before I make that comment, although I guess it's already too late. Yep, it's going to be a big map. And yeah, we're going to have to make sure our defences are rock solid. So, not going to have to work too hard on these positions because we aren't against too much armour. Like the last time we played a breakthrough game, I don't have to deal with like an abundance of Panzer IVs. So this isn't too bad. But what I'm going to do is the same as I've done before. That is, I'll put down all of my defences and then we'll go through them afterwards. Okay, so I have all of my defenses ready to go. So on this left hand side, just put down some barbed wire to kind of hopefully funnel them through here where my PTRD is going to be covering the left side. Got some Superdi on reverse side trenches to kill anything that comes through the trees. We've got Superdi Camrotti to just give them command. Got Motavto Machiki to go through and kill anything in the trees there. I've got the Motavtos in the trenches as well. We've got a few bunker maxims out in the open. Like I said, we're not going to be up against much armor, so these open trenches will actually do a lot better than before. Same with the AT guns. We can have them in relatively obvious places. This one's quite nicely tucked on the edge though. Should have a decent line of sight onto the road to the left hand side. Same deal with this one. That one's got a nice line of sight onto this road and the bridge. Got a bunch of trenches and so on in the middle here. We've got an SG in that trench, and all these trenches are placed far enough back that they can't be shot from units further down on the bottom side, but anything that comes up will be shot by them. Or the PTRD in a similar position to shoot anything that comes up the road. Strelki to just kind of cover those areas. I do have Resvitka in these trenches on the edge. You can see I've got one over here as well, just to provide us with recon information. We've got the PTRD covering this road here, with the Avtos in trenches by the roads, so that they are in range to throw their AT grenades if anything gets close enough. I've also got the Bunker Maxim in front. I've also got a bunch of these F-22s around. They're great fire support weapons against infantry spam, so we can use them to cut them down. Let's launch the battle and see what we get up against. There is going to be a mortar straight off the bat. I am going to have to invest in, I guess, my aircraft to take care of those mortars when we do spot them. That's my Resvitka doing a good job. I'm going to put all of the Resvitka onto return fire. I also need to get all of the Motavtos onto return fire because they have machine guns and will otherwise reveal themselves at range, which is obviously not something we want them to do. Looks like my 45mm should be able to pick off maybe one or two of those Ober Blitz, which would be nice. Oh, we forced them to unload at that distance. That's really, really good. Okay. So I'm just going to keep things sped up because I want to get my fighters online. We need to deal with the mortars sooner than later. I think that's mortaring the Bunker Maxim, but is accidentally hitting my F-22. That's not good. So I want to try and take out that Marder 3, obviously, which is what my 45mm AT bunker is trying to do right now. I'm going to try and strafe that 18mm bunker, or mortar, sorry. We will need to get recon information onto the other ones, so I'm tempted to move the Resvitka forwards and we'll replace those. Maybe bring in a Tenko Desanniki to just sit in there instead. Yeah, I want to get recon information onto those mortars so I can strafe them. Like so. Oh, enemy Focke-Wulf 190. Okay, looks like that came in to counter our fighter. It doesn't have the same agility, so we should be okay. Although saying that, it did just take the engine damage there, which is not good. So far, it's not too bad. My F-22 on this side is probably going to get killed. That's not too bad. These are guns that I wouldn't normally use, so I'm happy to give them a go. Here. Oh, that Focke-Wulf. Seriously, like, its frontal guns are incredible. We should be able to get on its back. If my yak isn't really bad. It's coming round. I think we're too far off. Let's just leave. This is a big shame because I've just had two of my units quite badly damaged. My aircraft. And so I won't be able to strafe that mortar anytime soon. Which sucks. Actually, saying that, we do have more points, I guess. We can just use those. I am losing my F-22s, which is bad. But we can always bring in more of them. We got plenty of them, I think. We have 5 more. Yeah, that's fine. Replace them. for now, until we find the mortar crews. Oh, they're coming in again with another fighter. Same deal. Well, hopefully we can get on the back of that fighter. I'm going to have to bring in more Yak 9s. We'll have one finish off the mortar. And meanwhile, we're going to have to find a way to deal with these MGs because they are ridiculous at the moment. They've got so many MGs. Oh, the AI is like perfectly evacuating those. It's kind of irritating. Alright, let's just use that to strafe the MG42s. We'll hit the ones in the open. They're easier to kill. Right, if they try and get too close to the bunker maxim, we will just open up with the mod autos. It's fine. Gonna keep bringing more fighters at this point. We just need to strafe these units, do as much damage as we can. I'm surprised how resilient those are to the strafing runs though, especially considering they're out in the open. They do technically have the entrenchment bonus because they are stationary, but still. Barely taken any damage. Right, we'll have that one leave. May as well target someone we can see. Yeah, my bunker maxim's more or less back online. If we can pin down that MG, puts us in a pretty good position actually. We'll keep strafing that one. Although the maxim bunkers, they really aren't that good. Alright, strafe these, right Jaeger? Well, my F-22 is going to probably pin down those units. Let's have those leave. They need to reload. I'm tempted to allow the Mot-Avtos to open up with their machine guns. Very tempted. But for now, I don't think it really matters. Don't think the MG42s can kill the bunker, but that is fine. Gonna have to stay on top of these bombers whenever they turn up, for sure. I think we shot down that Focke-Wulf, that's good. Go over and get this next one. And they've got some overblitz blitz coming up here. We do have the infantry in position. That bunker's taking a lot of mortar fire. Still alive, which is good. Oh, that's a shame. That is a big shame. And that we're pretty close with that unit. Okay, we're good. See if we can turn into this Focke-Wulf and just shoot it down. Yeah, that's an easy kill, surely. Very nice. Oh, another one. We gotta make sure that we're targeting these as soon as they come out. I'm actually gonna just have a couple more go for the munition trucks. Okay, we're going to have that one leave. I'll have that one leave as well because it's currently damaged. Right, those two can leave. That one can finish it off. Okay, good. Doing plenty of damage there on the units coming up the hill. That's nice. Great. Oh, and another one. They're just going to constantly be bringing out these Focke-Wulf 190s, aren't they? We're going to be killing so many of them this game. I really want to have a couple yaks hitting these machine guns. My Bunker Maxim's still alive. So is this one. They're way more resilient this time around. Nice, because they're on the move, we do way more damage. That's good. That is good indeed. Target that mortar now that we can see it. And we'll bring in that. Okay, these guys are going to have to kill that Focke-Wulf. I'm going to also strafe the RSO munition there. Go on, Yak 9. Nice. Very good indeed. I'm surprised we didn't kill it with one pass there. That's quite something. Now we're going to have to move that back. I am a little bit concerned about the push here. Do I not have anything I could bring in? I guess I could have a couple MGs. Maybe more than a few MGs come up. We could put the command into the trench and then just use those. Yeah, we're going to have to strafe these, I think. You can have a Yak 9 hit each of them. I am going to have to be careful about the Focke-Wulf, of course. So just pulling off that attack to make sure that my other one survives. Okay, cool. They're covered. It's good. Stop that attack in its tracks with the strafing runs. Get some strafing runs going there before they run out of fuel. I don't really want to give them this bunker for free, if I can help it. Okay, that's that dealt with. Oh, the explosion actually hit my unit there. Okay, let's bring in some more of these. Have at least a couple come over here. Have a few flying about actually. Because these ones are all going to have to go home and resupply. Any that have used up all their cannon ammunition, I really don't need to keep about. Nice. Simple kill. Have all of those fly around. Defending well. We've got 20 minutes left. Okay, that's good. We'll be able to do quite a bit of damage there. I think I brought in a third, but I guess it got killed. Not sure. Or the right Jaeger coming in. They're going to take 2 grenades to the face. You know what I might do here is bring in a supply vehicle that can resupply the HE grenades on the Saperi. That bog wolf took a wrong turn. Yeah, he's gone. Leave those flying near a spawn and job done. Oh, that SG took a mortar shell right next to it. Oh, no way! They hit my unit directly. That is tragic. Go on, shoot him down. Didn't even give them the orders, they just automatically do it now. Very nice. Right, let's bring in some more reinforcements if we can. May as well bulk out the front line. Although actually, I think I've brought in most of my units at this point. Like anything that's useful is already on the field. I could bring in the mortars. Maybe bring in a couple of these AT guns, like the F-22s. Well, not really AT guns, RT support guns, but yeah, we'll bring those in to help with those units in the open. And we can just buy the rest of our fighters. Make sure they're all hanging about at spawn. Look how many we got. Just give them all individual orders. Dominating the skies. There's no way they're going to be able to move. Strafing them to death. Imagine peeing this poor dude, this right Jaeger, and you got these planes coming overhead just like shooting all of your guys to death. I think that's one's coming in on him. This poor man. Yep, he's a goner. He is a goner. Let's bring in a couple more. You don't want them all to like evac at the same time due to lack of fuel. So I've got to actually be a little bit careful with how I manage this. Nice. Already made it full back. All these can unload in position. Oh, that's not good. One of my aircraft took a lot of damage there. Trying to make it fall back, but it's not going to. Not until its engines stopped overheating. We've got quite the battle on our hands. I mean, we are obviously murdering them completely, but the thing is, I can't really speed it up, otherwise we're going to lose control of the air battle. This does take quite a little bit of micro just to make sure that we're good to go. And I think the only time that we can speed it up is when most of the ground forces are dealt with. Oh no, that's the bad timing. Well, they're saying that we're faster than the Focke-Wulf, so it'll never catch up. Because these ones have the bombs, they are much slower than usual. F-22s are doing good work. They are being hit by the mortars. I guess we could bring in our own mortars to counter battery. Maybe I do that. Anytime we see the one firing, we just aim at it with our 120mm mortars. Gonna shoot down that Focke-Wulf. Imagine like being told to scramble to shoot down enemy fighters with bombs equipped after all of your fellow pilots had just died. Would you do it? We've had word that there's multiple Yak-9s in the sky. Would you mind taking this Focke-Wulf that is currently equipped with bombs into the fight? Oh my. We are slaughtering their air force. Oh, that's good. Once we've killed that, we'll attack the mortar. I think the mortar's just probably run out of ammunition though. The only way we can end this quicker is by attacking them, but that would be stupid because we'd lose so many units unnecessarily. Alright, let's just make sure we got constant air support here. And we just have the fighters nearby that are ready to latch on to anything that comes out of the spawn. Look how many there are. Look at the minimap in the top right as well. The actual swarm of fighters, and we still haven't got all of them. We can buy 2 more. This is all of the fighters in the fighter regiment just flying about. Well, maybe not even every single one because some of them are leaving. But good luck getting the Focke-Wulf through all of that lot. Did my Mortavtos here wreck those infantry that were in between? What happened to those? Maybe my F-22 killed them? Not even sure. Anyway, we can probably speed it up now. I just need to keep replacing those fighters. As and when they disappear. It's annoying, I keep trying to use the scroll wheel to scroll this on the bottom left. And I think we can more or less keep it sped up now as long as I make sure that I have the entire line covered. Every time they think they're safe and then they're not. They get automatically shot down. I don't even have to order it. Just these constant air raid sirens. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. I wonder how many troops we've actually lost. I think it's probably just going to be F-22s, right? So I'm not actually too concerned about that. Although if we keep having battles like this, then over time I will miss them because they are really useful when we're trying to engage infantry at range. They're all trying to get ace status. They're all fighting for ace status, trying to get these Focke-Wulf kills. I wonder how many they genuinely have left. It can't be many at all. That is total victory after 29 minutes and 10 seconds. Look how many kills we got. 480 kills worth and 10 losses. We lost 3 F-22s, yeah, and one of those Avtos Komroti. Otherwise, that Yak 9 shot down 5 Focke-Wulf 190s. That one got 4. That one got 4. There's a few with 3, another one with 4. That one got 5. That one got 4. Blimey. Well, there's that. Let's move on and see if they attack us anywhere else. That was pretty futile. I wonder if we destroy that regiment. I think the main thing they're trying to do here is just break out again towards their lines. That's it. Back to our turn. Alright, that routed unit is trying to cut us off, annoyingly. So, how do we deal with that? I guess I could just move in like so behind them. Keep them cut off. Yeah, we'll move that one back. And we'll move this one forwards, and this one forwards. They might actually have range to attack us there. They might be worth bombing, but one thing we can do is, of course, bring in the 4th Guards Cavalry and ride around towards Baranavichy. One thing we need to do is move up here. And we can't move down, so I'm tempted to dig those in for the time being. We'll keep the other ones with 3 action points. I'm going to have to bomb those 2 again. This is kind of awkward, because if we leave a gap big enough, they're going to push through. We can destroy these routed units, though. That may be worth doing. I would use up my points, though, and then that would allow them to cut off my units. Oh, this is tough. I don't think I need to destroy this 41st. So what I'm going to do is we're going to move across here. And then we're going to use this one to attack them. Although saying that, we can't do that because the assault battalion will be able to reinforce. If I make this attack there, because these can reinforce in A, they will by default. So that's kind of awkward. Like, unless we bomb them, of course. But I don't want to waste my bombs on these, because we're more likely to be attacked by the 35th Panzer Regiment, which is full of Panthers. And that won't end well. And I guess I could bring in my IR-2s and we could pop a lot of them, but... and it's scary. It's very scary. Right, let's just not let that happen. And maybe I could let the Panzer IVs be a thing. But then again, if the Panzer IVs end up attacking like the 35th Mechanized Brigade, then I'm in trouble there as well. Yeah, this is tough. These recon units need to get out of the way as well. I tell you what, the 611th Security Regiment, putting itself in that position is really, really irritating. Because it's blocking the movement of the 15th Guards. And slowing me down. I might just move this one close enough that if we have 3 action points we can destroy that. Well, saying that, I guess we could probably use the recon to do that. I'm tempted to have my recon kind of cut across here, jump on this road, and then try and get around behind Baranavichy, because if we get to the airfield I think we destroy the planes. There was a patch that made it so that if you do get to the airfield of your opponent, it will destroy any air force at that airfield unless they are on a mission. I don't need those guys there anymore. I think these move up and round. This is kind of irritating because I do kind of want bombs for these as well. I am obviously leaving with these recon elements. I don't want them to be in the way of the 507th Heavy Panzer Battalion. That seems like an awfully bad idea. So let's run away from that and rejoin our other units. Because we really don't have an opportunity here to surround them. I can get this surround onto these units, but these ones, no, not at all. Might have to just butt my head through here. We bring potentially the Shermans down, we can break that down. Oh, that's a recon squad, I just realised. Well, we'll move that down. Keep these guys close. Yeah, let's just move next door. Hello. Nice to meet you. Then we'll have the recon just scoot up this way. And that one can come across. We want these relatively close by, but these ones can zoom on past. And with these ones, alright. Yeah, I think we probably still want to make this attack. Even if all of these can come in phase A. And what's the worst that could happen? Famous last words. I need to bring in these for sure. Make sure to reinforce with those. There's more tanks available to reinforce. If I wait till the next day, we get another motorized rifle brigade. I think we're cutting it close though, in terms of the completing the campaign. I think we got to complete it by July 9th. So we are very close to Baranavichy, but still going to get through these units if we want to win. They don't look terrible to deal with, but yeah. Got to work out this puzzle on the bottom side. I think this is going to be a relatively big battle. So I think what I'm going to do here is we're going to end the episode. And in the next one, I'm going to attack this routed unit, I think, with the 3rd Tank Regiment that will pull in either the units nearby or aircraft. They would have to bring in units nearby because if they bring in aircraft, the unit will get destroyed. So yeah, they'll have to bring in the nearby units. We'll attack whatever that is with the 3rd Tank Regiment. And Yeah, it might not be necessarily the hardest battle, but it's definitely one I'm going to have to pay attention to. Then after that, hopefully the units nearby will lose their action points. And we can continue with this encirclement on the bottom side. I'm probably going to bomb the 35th Panzer Regiment, I think. That's going to be the choice of bomber, so I'll just do that quick. So I don't have to remember. Alright, job done. We're making a little bit of progress, not as much as we did in the last episode. But that's it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.